If you are here because you have watched part 1, I hope you enjoy part 2. For those who are here by accident, this is actually part 2 of the first clip of the series called An Author's Journey. So I suggest you watch part 1 first before you come back here. And number 3, without worrying about the sales number, I can choose what I write. I can write about the kind of stories that I want to create, the kind of stories that I like to write, that makes me happy. This is especially important for a new author. It is also important for me to have, say, no barrier against or not be distracted from what I want to write, what I want to create, and being able to tell stories that I like to tell and to share gives me the momentum or the power or the force that I need to continue creating more stories. Say, if I have to tell stories that I don't like because it is a popular genre at the moment, I will not be able to keep going because I'll be facing stories that I don't like. I have to continue writing stories that I don't like. And that is a burden. If that is the case, how can I write a good story? How can my story be interesting if I myself, the author, do not like them? Make sense? So it is extremely important, very important to keep writing, but writing stories that you like. Writing stories that you love to create. The more you write, the more confidence will become. So confidence is number 4. Continue writing helps build up my confidence. That's why it is very crucial to get rid of all the negative thoughts and also influences that can obstruct or impact my momentum to write, or negatively impact my momentum to write. The more I write, have to continue writing, the more confidence that I will gain. Gaining confidence is important so that I will not doubt myself whatever I write or whenever I write. Let's imagine if I always doubt myself about my writing, about the content, I will lose interest in writing. It will be a drag, and that is bad. In fact, that is one of the worst things that can happen to an author. Number 5 is creativity. Confidence is one of the things that you need in creativity. The more confidence you have, the better you are in creating a good story. I reckon creativity is a vital part of writing a story. You see, when I have doubts, every story will appear to be no good, even though it happens to be a good one. I will not be able to think of a good story when I have no confidence at all. So having confidence will prevent doubts from distracting or prevent creation from being corrupted. I am able to rationally tell which part of stories are good and which part of stories are bad, if I have confidence. So remember, telling or sharing a good story is to be fair to the people who spend their time listening to you or reading your books. As an author, we have to be fair to our audience. So just have to keep that in mind. Now, the first book. It is a major barrier that any new author will have to cross. At least for me, it was when I was writing my first book, I did not do the planning well enough or good enough. So I faced lots of difficulties during the process of writing my first book. I unfortunately came to the stage where I had to almost rewrite half of the story. Issues included damaged events, wrong timeline, and inconsistent character features in different parts of the stories. It was a mess. It was a mess. And it was discouraging as well. Then one thing that I told myself during that time was that I could not be discouraged by all these things. I could not let all these setbacks pull me back from my passions, because I like writing. I had to continue writing. So I pushed myself to resolve all the issues. I had to. I knew if I were to stop at that time, I would not be able to kickstart the engine again. So I make up my mind, don't look back. I didn't look back. I corrected all the issues, of course with a lot of time and effort, and managed to push myself to continue writing. The remaining part of my first book. And in the end, it was published on Amazon in 2017. Then thereafter, first book published, thereafter the second book, the third, and the fourth were easier, because I already knew the mistakes. And I make sure that I will not repeat them again. We are humans, authors as well. Humans make mistakes. The important thing is you don't make the same mistake twice. So it is important not to let any setback in your first book that can stop you. If you let it, it will highly likely make you stop writing. And that is the end of the journey as an author. I was there. I knew what it was like. So remember, whatever it is, don't stop writing, just keep going. Okay, thank you for watching. Hope to see you all again next time.